Hey everybody! Happy Tuesday! Happy Talkie Tuesday! My name is Dori Patrick. I'm a mixed media artist and maker, and I live and work in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For you, those of you who have been with me for a while, we missed last week, and I am so sorry about that. But I had a lot to do to prepare for a trip. I had an amazing trip to Mexico last week, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. This week it's going to be kind of short and sweet because I just got home from that trip and I am gearing up to have my first event here at the Eastern Iowa Arts Academy. So there's a lot going on. My brain is really scrambled right now. So I'm writing everything down. I have a to-do list as long as my arm to get ready for this upcoming event. So anyway, we'll back up to last week when I couldn't share a video with you last week because I was just too busy finishing up things for my show that is now up. It's called We Belong to One Another. It's in the Litau Gallery here at the Eastern Iowa Arts Academy down on the first floor. And it will be up through April 10th. So if you are in the area and you want to come and see this little show, it's just a small little collection of, I think I got 14 or 15 pieces done for that show. And it is all representational, figurative art, and it's a lot of my faces, my goddesses, and my little people that stick together and lean on each other. So I did a couple of larger pieces. I think the largest piece for this show was 30 by 30, and there was also a 24 by 24. And everything else is kind of small, like in the 11 by 14 range on down. And I had a lot of fun pulling it together. Yeah, it was a very moving collection to make, given the state of our world right now. And it's just my way of sharing the message that we have more in common than we do differences, and we belong to one another, and we need to take better care of one another. That's it. Um, anyway, they're all very colorful. I would say the colors, maybe to me at least, feel a little moodier than other work that I've done. And I'm going to do a whole separate video for you sharing all those pieces. And I'll try to take some little snippets at the meet and greet on Friday. So those of you who aren't local can still see the show. I just don't want to spoil the surprise yet. For those who are coming to the show in person. But stay tuned for that. I'll definitely share that. So I wasn't really down to the wire in getting it done. I had the pieces done in plenty of time, but I had to, I think a lot of people don't know how much admin work there is for an artist in keeping track, excuse me, and I'm a little hoarse, and in keeping track of inventory, sizes, prices, da 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 da, so that when somebody wants to buy something, you're ready to go and you're ready to let them purchase that. So there was a lot of, I had to do a lot of documenting of the pieces that I put in this show and that kind of thing, because they are going to be available for sale, but the Academy does not handle that. I handle that myself. So I'll be in touch again about all that later. But that's kind of what I was feeling down to the wire about. And also, speaking of wire, I needed to put hanging wire on the back of everything because of the hanging system they have. It just works better to have a wire on the back so that they could hang it. And you'll see it when I show you the show. But anyway, so I got all that done, got the paintings all delivered to Heather downstairs, and I said, just hang them as you want to hang them, and she did a fabulous job. They look really good, and I'm excited for Friday. So Friday is going to be my little artist meet and greet from 5:30 to 6:30. So I will be downstairs sharing about the art. I'll be with the art. And then I have some friends who are going to be manning my studio because I'm going to open the studio for the first time since I moved into this space. So people can see the progress that I have made in this space and kind of see where I work and how I work and that kind of thing. And we're going to have some little refreshments. I think probably some bubbly. I think that sounds really good because I feel like we should be celebrating. um, yeah. So, and you guys forgive me. My brain is really scrambled right now. I'm still, I'm on vacation mode a little bit in my brain. So, uh, and I'm thinking of a million things at once. But anyway, so I'm excited about the meet and greet this Friday and opening up the studio and seeing lots of friends. So I hope if you're in the area, you will come and see me. My trip that I was on last week was to Mexico City, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And I am also going to do a separate video um, kind of sharing the day by day highlights of that trip. I just didn't have time to get it together for this week. I really wanted to, but so I had a great time, and I'll tell you all about that. I was exhausted when I came back. I got back super late Sunday night, and then Monday I just crashed. And hung out with my doggies, and I was so wiped out. I was in bed that night by 8 o'clock. I was so tired, but it was so worth it. I was traveling with a group with our friend Lori Siebert. She had art journaling in Mexico City tour that had several excursions. We also added on some of our own little excursions, which I'll tell you all about. Um, it was just amazing. It was so amazing and action packed. We really did not stop. I mean, it's like, the saying, while you're in Rome. Well, while you're in Mexico City, you have got to see the things. And I know that I saw a lot of things, but we only just scratched the surface of everything there is to see and do in that wonderful city. Uh, I know with world events, a lot of my friends and family were kind of concerned that I was going, but we were completely safe. We were always together. We went, we were always in a big group or in little groups. We never really went out alone, but it was completely safe and it was great. It was so great. And I'll tell you just a little highlight. We saw Frida Kahlo's two homes, Casa Roja and Casa Azul. And I'll do a video where I share my pictures of that. If you want a little sneak peek, they are on my socials. I shared them on Facebook and I shared some of them on Instagram. I didn't share everything, but that has been on my bucket list for a really long time. And I loved it as much as I knew I would. It was just, it was amazing. It was amazing. And even better than all the sights that we saw, getting together with women or friends who are just of like mind is so reinvigorating for my spirit and for my creativity. These are all women who we were pretty much excited about the same things: color, texture, pattern, art, creativity, family. travel. It was, and food. Oh my gosh, such good food. Yummy, yummy food in Mexico City. It was so great. So, synopsis, it was wonderful. And I'm coming back. So I had a good day of rest yesterday, conked out early, and I woke up today feeling really good and raring to go. So I got up, helped hubby walk the dogs, did my own walk, and now I'm here at the studio and I'm just making a list of all the things I would like to um, tie up with bow before I have my uh, little meet and greet on Friday. So there are a few things I'm realizing as I look around that I just want to highlight or put away or share. And I've got to track down some folding tables because we want to do some little treats and maybe some bubbly. And yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what people think. I think that people are more excited about seeing my studio than they are seeing my actual paintings. And that does not hurt my feelings whatsoever. I think, but it's so funny. Everybody's really excited to see the space. And as you can see behind me, so I'm at my little desk here. That's my little printer there. And this is that long wall behind me that has that. I've got bulletin boards and then metal magnetic wipe boards that I can write notes on, but I can also stick things to with magnets. So as you can see, it's slowly but surely filling up. I've been just filling this space with things I love, things that inspire me. I love being surrounded by lots of texture and color. And you probably saw on the socials, I did manage to get all my curtains hung. And another video we're going to do is a studio tour where I really just walk you through all that. And that probably won't be too long after this open house because hopefully I'll have everything kind of pretty. And I'd love to give you a tour so you can see what I've got done so far. I'm really, really tickled with this space. Every time I come in here, I think I am so lucky. I'm just so lucky to have this space to myself and having the space to really explore some new concepts and new ideas and even to work bigger. I'm really excited about that. When I share some photos from the Mexico City trip, I'm going to share a little bit about some of the things that I'm thinking about making inspired by everything that we saw there. So, um, woo, yeah, it's been a whirlwind. You know how you commit to something several months ahead of you and you just, you're like, yeah, that's out there, that's out there. And then here I am. How did it become March? I don't know. But I love March because we start getting a little warmer towards the end of the month. I know that winter can still rear its ugly head, but here in Iowa, at least in March, towards the end of March, we really start getting over the worst of it. So even when we do get a snowfall, it doesn't hang around very long. Things will start popping up out of the ground, and it really becomes a time of hope and renewal. And yeah, we love spring at our house, except for the few things that make us sneeze. We really love spring, and the doggies love it too because they can be out in their yard. Um, yeah, I just one quick thing. We had a doe, a mama I don't know if she was a mama. She didn't have a baby with her, but she was hanging out outside our fence out back. And the doggies were going nuts. Otis, of course, because he's barky mouth, was barking at her. And she literally just stood there and stared at him. She was like, really? And he was like, get out of here, big deer. But she just stayed there. And Callie, she's our playful, sweet one. I think she thought that the deer was a big dog, and she was like running up and down the fence because that's what they do. They love to run back and forth um, along the fence, and she was running back and forth. And she kept looking at the deer like, are you going to run with me or what? And of course she didn't. She got stared at too. But I brought them inside because they were making such a ruckus. And then I kept looking out the window, and she had made herself a little nest just outside our fence. And she laid there for a long time. We just kind of kept watching her because we were wondering if she was going to have a baby or something. She didn't. It's a little early for the babies to be popping, at least here in Iowa. But she eventually moved on. But our doggies were so excited. They thought she was just a big dog that needed to play with them. And she did not. Can't say I blame her. Well, anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. For getting to the end of this little chatty video. I've got plans, I've got lists for some more fun videos for you. Another fun announcement hopefully coming up soon. I hope by the end of the month. Got to get my work done, but I've had some fun things in store, and I hope you love them. We'll see. But I hope you are doing well. I hope you are getting through the first few days of March happy and healthy. And there's a lot of stuff going around, isn't there? Lots of coughs and stuff. I was lucky to not catch a cold or a cough while I was gone, but there were a lot of people coughing and sneezing. But anyway, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.